to another episode of Kate and Isaiah Living Large. I'm Isaiah.
And I'm Kate.
And on this episode, we're going to talk about our prep for the beer run that's coming up soon and all the fun stuff for that and what we've been doing or what we plan to do for that.
Yeah, absolutely. But first, how about a little update? Isaiah, how are things going for you?
Well, this week I was on vacation, which was awesome. However, as my wife said, I was basically living my feral teenage life, and I was not being healthy at all. I did not go to the gym at all this week, and I eat those pizza pop thing, not pizza pockets, but like the little tiny ones, pizza bites.
Oh, yeah.
I ate like a ton of those, and just played video games all week like an old feral teenager would do.
Did you relax at least? Do you feel like refreshed to go back to work?
I mean, do I want to go back to work? No. But I do feel like I'm good and ready to go back to work, although I don't want to actually go back to work.
That's good.
What about you? What'd you get up to this week?
Well, I, on the other hand, worked all week and did not take any vacation. And I'm trying to think of what other things I did. Had band and the normal stuff.
Did you get back to the gym?
I did go back to the gym, went back to my 3 days and felt really good. Although early in the week, I had one of those workouts that it's like, well, at least I went, but my back was hurting and I felt really emotional for some reason, which is,
I saw that on your TikTok. You put that out on TikTok.
I did put it out on TikTok and I like was half teary eyed through the workout and like I had a good day leading up to that point. So it wasn't like residual stress or anything. It was just like, and I was thinking about it a lot since I posted that TikTok that day because it's like, well, that's no fun. At least, up until this point, workouts could be hard, but I'd feel really good about having done them. And it was like an endorphin boost. But this time it was not that. And even at least I went was not even filling the void. And I mean, ultimately it was a good thing, but I was thinking about it and I was thinking because I had a little bit of a hiatus from the gym I talked about before, because I had car trouble and I just couldn't get there. And I was having pain, like back pain and a little bit of knee pain. I thought, oh, it's because I felt like I was back at square one.
Yeah.
And I was like, this isn't good. I've worked this hard and now I'm back at square one. What the heck?
Yeah, that backside feeling like I made all this progress and now I'm back to where I was before. That could be rough.
And ultimately that's not true because I did weigh in on Friday and I have not gained or lost anything in the last month. So
that's a win.
With the month that I had with not going and pretty mediocre eating, I would say. Not so bad, not so good. Although Burger Week, I did indulge in a couple of burgers this week.
You did do Burger
uptown.
Week this week? Where did you go for Burger Week
Just
this week?
Big Tide and Brits.
All right, so the Big Tide one. I went to Big Tide as well. Which one did you get at Big Tide?
I got the beef burger.
You got the beef
The
burger.
old time beef burger, or whatever it was
with
called.
The barbecue
and the
stuff?
homemade brown bun. It was good.
How was that one?
It was delicious. What did you have?
I got the chicken one, which was great. I really, really liked that one. Sorry, Chris. I know you're listening. I do wish it was a little bit more spicy.
Okay, yeah.
But it was good. I like hot food, so that's a whole.
I mean, you could have always used their array of hot sauces to spice it up yourself.
Like just the Big Tide hot sauce.
Yeah.
There's a plug for you, Chris.
I'm saving it.
So you had the burger. So you went to Brits as well for your Burger Week.
Yeah, I ended up. Yeah, I had Brits and I had their dill pickle chicken one, and oh my god, it was good.
I went to Union Street and had the Union House.
Yeah.
And had theirs, and that was pretty good too. It was like 4. They were like 2-ounce patties, but it was like 4 2-ounce patties. It was a pretty big burger.
Yeah.
I had that there, which was great. It was delicious as well. So yeah,
it's awesome.
Burger Week, that was fun. I always like when we do those things around St. John.
It's such a double-edged sword for me because it's like I want to participate and support uptown business, but I also don't want to feel terrible.
Right. It's
but I didn't. I mean, one of them I had with fries, and the other one I also had with fries. But I thought about getting a salad.
Well, I thought about it. Yeah. I mean, I was in my feral teen week, so I'm gonna really have to try to start dedicating myself because we have a 5K coming up.
That is true. We do have a 5K coming up. And that was the other thing that I think upset me this week is I realized that, oh my God, I'm having this back pain just going to the gym. How am I going to do 5K? I've already committed to this. I've already committed to this on the podcast. I can't pull out now.
That's right.
And I had a bit of a mental situation about it.
So I mean that we might as well get into our topic, right?
Yeah.
So let's do a little plug. We wanted to make sure we get all the information that you guys need about the 5K. If you want to join us, if you want to support it. So I'm gonna let Caitlin take over because she's got all the information in her hand about it.
I do.
So
I
go ahead.
looked it up on the internet. You can sign. Oh no, can you still sign up?
You should be able to sign up.
Online oh, that's for 2022.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Whew, that was stressful. We almost failed immediately.
What am I doing? Oh my God, Isaiah.
My goodness. She's messing it up for us all.
I have ruined everything.
Ruined it all.
Okay. I got the right year up. The right year up
got
now.
it now.
It's the 2023 Port City Beer Run and Brew Fest at the Diamond Jubilee Cruise Terminal. But this year it starts at Moosehead. You meet up at 9:45ish. You can sign up yourself. Once you get that far, you can sign up yourself and do the 5K, but it looks like it's an all downhill run.
Yeah, we start at Moosehead. From what I could see, we start at Moosehead
And then head to the Diamond Jubilee terminal.
And it's going to be from there. That's about 5K. You get there, and there's going to be lots of beer to drink and taste and enjoy.
And what I saw earlier, that the beer portion opens up for the runners who are starting at 11:30, so they get first taste or first dibs. And then there is a ticket for non-runners that you can just go enjoy the beer fest that starts at 12:30. But runners have an exclusive deal from 11:30 to 12:30, which I think it's adorable that anyone thinks I'm getting 5 kilometers down the hill between 11 and 11:30. I'll be lucky to get there at 12:30 when the thing opens. I'm not lying. Like, this is going to be a slow walk for me.
That's all right. We will have a beer at Moosehead, or I'll have a beer at Moosehead, and that'll take us through the entire time. But if you really want to find out the information on it, go to Facebook. On their Facebook, Port City Beer Run has all the information on where you can sign up, all the details on when it starts, where it starts, all that information's right there. If you want to join us, definitely you are welcome to join us. We will be at the finish line when we get to the finish line.
You can cheer us on when we get there. I assume that anybody listening to this will run faster than us.
That's right. If you
or at least me.
And if you just want to walk with us, you can definitely come with us as well. Again, you want to make sure you go and sign up at their Facebook. They're right there, and then it'll take you to, I believe it goes through Eventbrite, but go to the Facebook page.
And they'll hook you up. Port City Beer Run 2023. It's going to be lit.
Super excited.
Especially with Kate and Isaiah living large on the trail.
So what are you planning to do, or what have you started to do to prep for our 5K?
So I talked about this Conquerors Challenge a while ago in preparation for like a hiking sojourn this summer. And so I realized that I had not made it very far, but I also hadn't plugged anything that I had done into the app. So this week I was like, okay, I've got to start using this app again. So I put my 3 workouts in. And yesterday I went for just a little bit of a 1K walk with my dad. It was not very far, but but I put it in the app and I thought, okay, 1K was easy enough. That's fine. And then today I had a meeting, and then I went and walked part of Harbor Passage, and I did about 3K. And I made a couple of stops along the way for a little back break, but like it wasn't insurmountable. And I definitely didn't leave it all out on the floor because I kind of just wanted to see what I could do without pushing too hard. So it's made me feel a little bit more confident in my ability to get from point A to point B on the beer run.
Yeah, and it goes through Harbor Passage anyway. So if you're doing at least part of that walk, you'll get used to understanding what the terrain is like. And it's a relatively easy terrain.
It is a very easy terrain, and it is beautiful. There's been so much put up since I last was there. And like, it is a really stunning walk. And there was a cruise ship in today. So it looked like there were some cruise ship passengers on the walk. So welcome I believe, the first cruise ship in
Yeah,
2023.
we are entering cruise ship season. This was the first one this week.
Yeah. And so, you know, and it was just a lovely, warm, sunny day. So it was not a bad time to be out on Harbor Passage. And I think I'll spend a lot more time there in the coming weeks because I figure if I can get there every day or every other day and start, you know, with what I can do, like kilometer and a half in, kilometer and a half out, and then increase that so that by the time the beer run hits, at least I will have done a couple of 5Ks in the process without killing myself.
Nice.
How about you?
Well, this week, again, Feral Teen Week, I did not do anything, but I have plans to prep. I'm going to obviously start going back to the gym. And I normally go uptown on Fridays anyway, but instead of like paying for a cab or catching a bus, I think I'm going to start trying to walk uptown and try
Nice.
to just basically walk down to Harbor Passage and do the Harbor Passage to uptown where it's getting nicer out and stuff. Anyway, it's definitely a good time, and that'll get me ready and prepped for that. And then yeah, that's kind of my plan right now. I've got a lot of gym stuff to do though.
Yeah, and same. I'm going to keep the gym stuff going pretty hard. And I think I'm going to be really, actually, I know I'm going to be much more conscious of my eating again because I think I would like to lose, like, and maybe I should set a goal of losing 10 pounds by the beer run.
Yeah, which is June what? What do we say?
June 3rd.
June 3rd? Yeah, June 3rd. So you want 10 pounds by June 3rd? That's a reasonable amount. I mean, we are only what, April something,
Right.
whatever day it is now.
Yeah.
So
It's May. It's now May 7th.
oh whatever, we're May 7th. So
It's just shy of a month.
yeah, just shy of a month. So yeah, that's definitely doable. 10 pounds is doable if you are committed and dedicated. It definitely does a dedication to lose 10 pounds in relatively a month.
Yeah.
But it's definitely doable for sure.
Absolutely. And then once I've got all that walking in, I'll be so excited to hit the trail. I know you didn't make it to this, but our friend Colin had an amazing talk last week at Big Tide Brewing.
I wish I could have gone. There was extra things that I had to do and I didn't make it. Sorry, Colin.
I didn't mean to point the finger at you, Isaiah.
I messaged him before I left. Before I was like, I can't go. I wish I could go.
He's launched a company called Whip Adventures, and Whip was the name that he hiked the Appalachian Trail or the Appalachian Trail, depending on which end you are on. About 5 years ago, and he talked about that trip, which was an amazing 5-month venture. And you know, I remember him telling a story, and I think he did a similar sort of event at the Wheelhouse when he returned. And listening to him talk about that trip again was really inspirational. It made me think I never want to do that trip myself. That is not a thing that I want to do. However, his stories about the people he met on the trail, like, it takes a special person to capture it the way that you do, and kind of the way that only kind of a journalism minded person could, or at least a person like Colin,
right,
who's looking out for people's stories and cares about people's stories. And now he's launching this company called Whip Adventures, and he's going to do trail tours like locally.
That's cool.
Like, I think he'll take people on the Fun Day footpath should they so desire, and educate them on how to do it. And like, he did a cool thing where he showed how to pack a bag, and like, it was a really interesting talk, and the photos he showed were stunning. And he gave a really good piece of advice for anybody who's hitting the trail. I mean, he was talking about hitting trails in particular, but I think this is just a good piece of advice if you're like out walking around, is make sure to stop and look behind you, because you never know what view you've walked past in your like flurry, which is funnily enough an inside joke that I had with Colin years ago, where I saw him at an event and I just texted him, "Look behind you." I don't know if he recalled that at the moment, but that is a running joke that I had with Colin for a long time. Look behind you. He'd be like, "I'm in the bathroom." I'm not there, I promise.
That's fine. Yeah, I definitely wish I could have gotten to that. But he was saying he's definitely going to be doing another one, so I definitely would make it to those ones. But what about, so going back to our 5K, how do you feel about it? Do you feel confident that you're going to be able to do the full 5K? Are you worried about anything?
I am worried if you had asked me this a week ago, I probably would have broke down crying, going, I don't think I can do this. I am not ready. I am not feeling confident in this at all. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? That is not as much the case today because I know myself. I know I'm a highly competitive person that once I'm there with all the people, my ability will hold me back a little bit. And I know there's benches along the way and I will find them. But I feel much more confident that I will finish. My biggest concern right now is injury. Luckily, my mom gave me some hand-me-down shoes, which are adorable and orange and
Orange
fit really well. And I've been putting on other shoes that I have recently, and it's caused like instantaneous knee or back pain. And these don't do that.
That's good.
So I was like, well, I guess this is just my life right now. I put on shoes and I feel awful, but that's not the case right now. So I'm feeling like a little bit more inspired to get out and do stuff. But yeah, I'm a bit concerned about injury. What about you? What are you concerned about?
I am concerned about just my back mostly. I'm concerned that I'm gonna have back pains halfway through, and I'm just not gonna want to continue, and that is my concern.
Yeah,
I will do it. I mean, we're having you and whoever else joins us will definitely push me through it, but I am concerned that my back will start to hurt because I do have a bad back from previous sports things that I used to do. So I'm a little concerned about that, but overall, I think I'm pretty confident that we can do it.
Is your upper or lower back?
It's my lower back.
Yeah, me too. And mine, I'm sure positive, is directly related to the amount of weight I carry, particularly on the rear. and so one of the things that I've been taught in the past, and this might help you too when you're doing your gym routine for the next month, is to make sure you're building your core strength.
Yeah.
And think even when you're just like sitting, I just did it now because I was thinking about it, which is the right thing to do. Thanks, coaches of past at Port City Training Fitness and now at Afterburn, which is just an amazing gym and you should check it out. They don't sponsor me yet. In case you're thinking that they do, but it's just an amazing place to go, not to go off on a sidebar, but if you're listening, Terry, sponsorship available, and that could just be a free gym membership. Just throwing it out there.
And t-shirts.
But if you increase your core strength and make sure you're constantly focused on like sucking in your stomach and pushing that inward, that really does help the back. And I roll my eyes every time somebody says, I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. But yeah, it really does help and it really does make a difference in that lower back. And if you're focusing on it and really focus on your core over the next month, it should help.
Yeah. That's my biggest worry is my back, because it definitely weighed as well, but I also have from previous sports stuff, but my weight definitely does not help that for sure. Yeah, that is my biggest concern. And again, like you said, there are benches along the way. Yeah. And the motivation that there's beer at the end of the rainbow.
It doesn't hurt.
It's a pretty big motivator.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Isaiah and I'll sign autographs at benches along the way. Just kidding. We know we're not that famous.
We're super famous. What are you talking about? Our tens of people that listen all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
No. I need to get good footwear too. I think I'm going to go get some dad shoes, some New Balances maybe.
Nice.
Because I don't really have really good, outside of my gym shoes that I don't want to wear outside.
No. They frown upon that.
Yeah, right. I don't really have really good walking shoes, so I need to invest in some good shoes. Like you said, shoes make a big difference.
Do you know what's popular again? And maybe you do know this because you're very hip to fashion. Do you remember those like leather Reebok shoes that are the ultimate dad shoes, I recall, or mom shoes?
With the cushion on the bottom?
Well, with cushion on the bottom, but they're plain white sneakers are fashionable again.
Yeah, that's called a New Balance shoe.
Yeah.
The dad shoe.
I know. I have a pair of New Balance white shoes for the gym, Isaiah. I know what fashion is.
I had a pair, but they did not last through me wearing shoes in the winter. I don't know why wearing shoes in the winter didn't make it all the way through, but yeah. So I have to invest in some nice walking shoes.
Yeah. Well, do it soon so they're broken in by the time we do it.
That's true. I mean, we only have a month.
I know the people listening are thinking, oh my God, I run a marathon. Oh my God, I've done an Ironman. Oh my God, I've done 10K and this 5K is a joke. It's not for us. In case you're thinking, rolling your eyes at us, which I'm sure you're not because you're all positive and supportive people, but like we're talking about the, because I have friends who've done marathons and
Right.
a cousin who's done an Ironman who like put some significant training into it. But like for me, this is a big deal.
Yeah. I have friends that like, I have a friend that like every day seems to run like 5K. And I'm like, how?
And like just to cool down for fun. I'm like,
Yeah, I just need to get out and have, relieve a little stress, run 5K, no big deal.
that just adds a lot of stress to my life, okay? If I'm running, it's because I'm stressed about something chasing me.
That is, yeah. If I'm running, you should also run in the direction I'm running.
Yeah. Maybe push me down.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah. It's you.
You win.
We're working on it though.
Yeah, getting there. We're getting there. But
Yeah.
I'm excited for us to get into this. I'm excited for the day. I'm excited to see who's gonna join us and all the lovely faces of all the super fit people who are just gonna run and not know why we're even there.
Yeah, I think I told this story on the pod before, but yeah, I did. I told it last week about the guy who I met at kilometer 1 and kilometer 4. At least with this one, it's straight. Nobody can come back and say like, who's embarrassing you?
Yeah, no one backtracking. And hey, we will get the good beer when we get there.
Save some for us.
Yes. Save all of it for us, please.
Yeah. And, share a toast with us too.
Yeah.
We're really excited for this beer run, which reminds me I should sign up.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think I'm going to sign up after we are done our cast today. I'm going to make sure I get signed up, and then we will force you to get signed up here soon, so we can make sure we're all ready to rock and roll on that. And then if you're planning to join us, like, let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments or like just message us, because probably if you're listening to this, one of us.
Yeah. Let us know. Yeah, we'll make sure heads up, and put it in the comments for YouTube or wherever you're listening on, or go to our Facebook page. You can check that out too, for sure.
Speaking of Facebook, where can people find you, Isaiah?
Where
I think we should
wrap it up. Yeah, no. Where can people find it? Well, you can find me on all of the social medias at Maritime Brews. And we can find us on Facebook at Kate and Isaiah Living Large.
And you can find me on TikTok at Fat Caitlin. You can find me on Twitter at The Caitlin Dean. Find me on Facebook as Caitlin Dean. And on Instagram as Kate D or Kated.
Ooh. I appreciate all of you listening and watching. And if you haven't already on YouTube, subscribe, hit the bell button thing. There'll be a pop-up right here at some point. If you're not watching, I'm pointing. Hit that bell to like and all that fun stuff. And subscribe so you don't miss an episode.
And this was episode what?
We're on episode 11.
What? That's wild.
I know, right? But we thank you for listening and watching and all your kind words and comments. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.